Alrighty, so for this next portion, I'm going to try to do some thread chasing on the head bolt holes. It says in the ARP instructions that came with the kit that you need to do that. So I'm going to do it, and I made some thread chasing bolts just by using the old bolts. What I did was I just took my Dremel and just put like a cutting blade on it and just kind of cut the threads on this a little bit, so like a groove in it, so hopefully it'll catch some of the grunge or anything that's in these holes. I mean the engine only has 80,000 miles on it, so I really don't think there should be a lot to catch, but I'm gonna do it anyway because the instructions say to do so. But this is the process. This is the process that's really making me nervous because I don't want to rush through this and go through it too fast and then have any issues. But because once I put these heads on, they're not coming back off. So I want to make sure this is done right. So I'm gonna go based on the instructions, and hopefully, if I can get all this done, then maybe I can put the heads on today. I'm gonna try to shoot for that if there's time. If not, no worries. But I'm gonna try to see how this process works with the hole chasing, and we'll see how it works. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I would think that let's give it a try. And I'm probably gonna need to put some oil on this, I would think. So let me do that. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I really don't see anything on these at all. I don't know. I'm gonna keep trying it, but I really don't expect to get much, but we'll see. Ooh, there's a good piece of junk right there. It's the first one. Alright, so that's gonna do it for chasing the threads. I mean, I didn't really get much junk out. I didn't expect to, but I mean, hopefully these I did right, and they were able to catch some. And you're supposed to put oil on them. I'm assuming that's putting the oil on would hopefully make stuff stick to it a little bit. Anyway, so that's all for that. I tried to go as slow as I could and make sure everything was looking good. I really don't see that much junk here. I don't think there was gonna be in the first place, but so I think at this point I'm gonna try to put the head on. I'm really nervous about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it and see what happens. So I'm gonna clean these surfaces up just a little bit. Maybe wipe them down with some oil, and then throw some WD-40 in the pistons inside the cylinders, just to keep them nice and lubed while I'm putting the heads on and everything. And then I think that should do it. All right. Okay, folks. So here it goes. Here's the big step. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cylinder head on and bolt it down. And as I said, I don't plan on taking this off again. So I've lubed everything up with a little bit of WD-40 on the inside, and I think it should be ready to go. Whole threads have been chased, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this sucker on. And I really hope I don't have to take it off again. I don't think I do, because I think once to take it off, I don't know if these are torque to yield or not. They may not be, but I'm sure they're probably shot. So, but if you were interested, here's a difference, kind of a comparison in the two bolts. They're basically roughly the same size. The head is the only different part. This is a 15, the stock bolt is a 15, and this is a 13. So, I mean, we'll see how this goes, and I'm just going to follow the torque sequence from this point. You do it in 3 stages, 25, 50, and 75, and that's with these 5 here, and then you do the last top 5, the small bolts, very last. So that should be all there is to it, and I'm going to go ahead and get started, so you can watch me. Alright, so now I'm going to put the head on. Alright. Now what it says to do is, with these washers that they give you, there's 2 sides to them. There's a front side and a back side. The back side is the one that's kind of grooved. The front side is the flat side. So it says to clean them off. They were a little bit oily, so I degreased them with some Simple Green. So I'm just going to throw these. I'm just going to kind of throw these on here and throw the bolts in and go ahead and hand tighten them. Also use this pre-assembly lube. That's what it says to do as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that too. So why don't you watch me do that? Well, I might need to take these rock arms off. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Forgot about that. Hold on. At least get everything in there. Alright, so tech tip for today. I'm going to finish these ones on the top here in a second, but I'm going to have to take the all the rock arms off to get these ones in the center. Go figure. Didn't think of that. But anyway, tech tip for today. Wear gloves because this stuff is messy. I mean, I got lube everywhere. So, just a suggestion. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start the torque sequence on this. I've got everything hand tightened down. Side note, get gloves that fit, otherwise you're going to end up like that. Torn gloves. Anyway. So this is bolt number 1. Torquing this down to 25 foot-pounds. See, bolt number 2 is down here. See, bolt number 3. 5, 4, 6. Alright, now I'm going to go up to 50 pounds. I can read this thing. 6. Eight. All right. Alright, now we'll do 75, and this is all I'm gonna get out of this guy. This is maxed out at 75, so hopefully. Alright. Well, so much for that. Broke this thing. Alrighty, folks. Sorry for not showing you the rest of the torque sequence. I do apologize for that. I just wanted to get it done and finished before the day was over. So what I ended up doing was I ended up using a 1/2-inch socket, which actually worked pretty well. And that socket didn't snap on me, thankfully. But anyway, the heads are bolted on. The only thing I really wanted to point out here is that to get to this bolt here, you do need to move these the breathers for the coolant. So you just need to undo that. It's not that big of a deal. But anyway, so I had to move that. And that's pretty much it. I will post a picture of the torque sequence. The last bolts are at the top, and they only get 25 foot-pounds, and you start at the center and work your way out. So that's pretty much it. It's really simple, and I think I got them all down. I was on 75 foot-pounds when the 13 socket popped, so I was able to get them down to 75. So I think we're all set here. That should wrap it up. All right, thanks all.